How deep is it?
I think it's about 30 feet or so.
That's that close. Not the body plan, but the reason call it special.
Okay, we're back in session. I'm going to be looking for a motion for approval for the conditional use request of Housing Vision Consultants with the following conditions.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Attorney. If Borough Council is inclined to grant the conditional use request of Housing Vision, which was the subject matter of a hearing at our last meeting, I would suggest that the following conditions would be appropriate to impose on any approval that's granted. There would be a total of 6 conditions, and the conditions would be as follows. The first is that the use of the subject property would include at least 3,000 square feet for use by Art Fusions, which would include but not be limited to art studio, art school, art classes, or any other similar use deemed by the reasonable discretion of Borough Council. The second condition would be a requirement that the applicant provide proof to the borough of reasonable satisfaction that the separate parcels identified for various parking lots be used exclusively for the building, and that those parking lots could not be sold separate and apart from the existing building as part of the land development approval. Condition C would be that the applicant obtain land development approval from the Borough of Pottstown prior to any improvements in the building or prior to use and occupancy. The fourth condition would be that the applicant would still be required to comply with all other local, state, and federal rules and laws associated with the proposed use and occupancy of the building. The next condition, as represented by the applicant, would be that there be on-site maintenance and property management staff with the building full-time, as represented at the hearing. And the last condition is essentially an acknowledgement that the applicant has indicated its intent to market the units and the property with the arts in mind, and has provided some indication as to their promise to do that moving forward in the future. And basically that promise and those representations would be specifically attached as an exhibit to the order, so that the borough could negotiate in good faith with the applicant in the future approval process to make sure that those promises are kept. And those are the suggested conditions of approval of conditional use.
Mr. President, I make the motion that we do in fact grant the conditional use as requested with all of the conditions attached as set forth by the solicitor.
Do I have a second? Second. Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Okay, I'm going to have a roll call vote, please.
Vice President Geary?
Aye.
Councilor Kirkland?
Yes.
Councilor Culp? Yes. Councilor Miller? Yes. Councilor Proxel?
Yes.
Councilor Wien?
No.
President Taruni?
Yes.
Motion carried, 6 ayes, 1 nay.
Okay, next item, possible action on a request of Petra Community Housing for the development of 227 High Street. Motion, anything, just that nature. Okay, seeing none, there's no action to be taken on item C. Motion to approve and authorize execution of the annual operation agreement between Pottstown Borough and Pottstown Area Rapid Transit.
So moved.
Been moved and seconded. Discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to adopt the resolution certifying the local match for state operating financial assistance for the Pottstown area rapid transit system.
Moved. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to grant request to the Schuylkill River Restoration Fund to submit a grant application for hydrodynamic devices to support the stormwater park system.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to adopt a resolution in support of Senate Bill 1340 and House Bill 1272, enabling all municipal police to use the same motor vehicle speed timing equipment as the Pennsylvania State Police.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to authorize the solicitor to prepare and advertise an amendment to the existing stormwater ordinance.
Moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to adopt an ordinance amending various sections of the master traffic ordinance addressing off-street metered parking and traffic regulation.
Second.
Moved and seconded. We're hearing a stereo here, so hopefully our secretary is getting the correct seconds. Any discussion?
The amendment, Mr. Attorney, was about the 24-hour parking.
Yes, it's been updated to meet what our ordinance states, which would be 9 o'clock.
Because I was looking on page 6 of what's the change, and it's still worded, I think it's 24-hour.
Yeah, that was the.
That was the original.
It's been addressed, and primarily it's to basically take the kiosk language and insert it throughout part 6, because now we're doing away with meters with kiosks throughout. So generally, that's the intent, along with other minor changes. It's been vetted with our chief, and I think we have it worked out.
I get a thumbs up, so. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to adopt an ordinance amending in part ordinance number 2117 and 2118 regarding the non-union pension. Non-uniform, I'm sorry, non-uniform pension.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to grant request of the Philadelphia Outward Bound School to hold its June 11, 2014 camping event at Riverfront Park, subject to approval of the police and fire departments.
So moved. Second.
And they are high school age students. And they'll have their own chaperones. Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to ratify action of the building permit officer approving certificates of appropriateness for the following properties: 1011 High Street, 60 North Hanover Street, 990 High Street, 359 King Street.
Moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Board of Bills, Councilor Weaver.
Yes, sir. Motion to pay our obligations in the amount of $2,372,701.63.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay. Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Announcements. Let's start over this side with Mr. Pottstown.
Just a reminder of the cleanup for Ward 3 this Saturday, 9 a.m., meeting at 3rd Johnson. And the next Ward 3 meeting is June 7th, Smith Family Plaza, from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
Mayor, anything? Mr. William?
No.
Councilor Gary?
Encourage everyone, if you're going to be in town, to come out for the Memorial Day Parade.
Motion for adjournment. You're